Good morning, everybody. This is MD Wain. It's Saturday, May the 6th. I know I'm a little late with this video today. I always say I search for inspiration before I go live. I always just do it off the fly. I never write anything down. It's always just shoot from the hip, record it, do it live. That way it's human. If I mess up, well then I messed up. I'm not going to record it 20 or 30 times just to get it right. And I really got to thinking about something important that a lot of people overlook or don't realize is happening. If you look around your house at all the things that's in it, more than likely at some point it was in a transfer trailer. There are a lot of truckers that drive across America every day. Now, I know everybody's been on the road and got nearly run over by an 18-wheeler and thought, what is this idiot doing, and there's a few bad ones, but most of them are fairly, honest, hard-working American people just like you and me. They're trying to make a living for their family so their family has a better life. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes these guys has got to drive 500, 600, 700 miles in a day in a certain time, and if they don't make it, hey, it's rough. If there's a wreck and they sit in it, not only are they out time as far as running more load, they're working longer hours, but if they have a time-sensitive load or something that might spoil if it ain't here by a certain time, or there might be a fee charged because the shipment was late, and they end up getting hung out to dry because they were stuck in the traffic because of wreck. It's so sad if they're driving down the interstate and a tornado comes up the interstate, they don't even get hazard pay. That sounds pretty hazardous to me, to tell you the truth, especially being a truck with a 52-foot trailer behind it with a big old flat side that the wind could just blow away or blow over real easy. It's a tough job to begin with, but not only that, we don't have places for truckers to pull over and sleep. If you ever notice in the morning, off the exits, you'll always see a line of trucks pulled over and guys sleeping. Because they're only allowed to drive so many hours before they're required to stop and rest. Now that's a good thing, because it's been linked that being sleepy and driving is nearly as bad, if not worse, than being drunk and driving. So pull over and rest, definitely. If your eyes are crossing, if there's more than 2 lanes, there's a problem. It's time to take a nap. The problem comes when a trucker's on a country road or a back road or a county highway or something, and there's nowhere for him to pull. So he's got to drive 30, 40 miles just to find somewhere to park. A lot of times they have to find a buddy to park with, or 2 or 3 of them to park together. It wouldn't be that hard to put a few spots here and there that are trucker-friendly zones where they can pull their trucks and not have to worry about being broke into, not have to worry about lot lizards or whatever approaching their truck, that they can actually get a night's sleep and not have to worry. That's a really big deal that a lot of people don't even know about or even think about. There's a lot of problems like that in America. And the deal is, we can't even solve the big problems because we can't stop arguing. How are we even going to get to the other problems if we can't solve the major problems? But as far as today, that really touched. I talked to a woman whose husband was a truck driver. I had an uncle who was a truck driver, and it really touched me so much that's what inspired me. That's what is putting this video together right now. That's where my mind's at the moment. It's thinking about these guys that risk their lives getting products to where they need to be so we can buy them, so our lives can be better. And they're penalized because they're sitting in traffic because of a wreck ahead of them. And they're driving through tornado warnings and everything else without hazard pay. And at the end of the day, most of the time they end up getting flipped off by about 10 people because they cut them off because the idiot was driving in their blind spot the whole time and they didn't even know they were there. You know, like I always say, there's bad fathers out there, and there's bad men that beat women, and there's bad mothers, but there's a lot of good fathers, and there's a lot of good men, and there's a lot of good women and mothers and wives. You can't lump everybody together just because of a few rotten apples. You know, a few bad truck drivers don't mean every one of them's bad. There's somebody's father, there's somebody's husband, there's somebody's wife or mother. They're just trying to make their life and their family's life a little better. Let's try and do something for them. Let's find a safe place for them to at least sleep at night so they can do their job. Anyway, food for thought. This world's just getting crazy. As long as Congress keeps disagreeing and fighting with each other, it's just going to get worse and worse. I'm 31 years old. My generation has inherited problems that I have frankly had nothing to do with. And I'm not complaining about it. I want to fix it. I know how to fix it. I'm a big history nerd. And if you look in the past, we've gone through every problem we have before in one form or another. And every time we fixed it by coming together. Stop arguing. And if these people won't do it, put somebody in who will. I don't have time to argue. I'm only on this earth for a little bit of time. I'm not going to spend it arguing. I'm not going to fight you. I ain't got no reason to fight you. I want to lift you up. I want to make my life better. I want to make your life better. But more importantly, I want our lives and our grandchildren's lives to be better. I'm MB Wain. I hope you have a great day. And I hope we all have a better tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye, y'all. Oh, brought to you by Walmart, where I'm currently sitting, because I do not drive.